Happy Friday to you, church family. This is Johnny here with your daily devotion. And I just want to take a minute and tell you, if you haven't watched yesterday's devotional from Michelle, from Michelle Luster, our preschool director, man, go back and check it out. Michelle, I just want to tell you, I'm very proud of you. That Devo was authentic. It was genuine. It was real. You put your heart out there, and it spoke to me. So thank you, because I'm very, very proud of you. I was inspired by the Devo yesterday, and it leads me into what I want to talk to you about today. You guys may know that I've been an athlete most of my life, from the time I was 5 years old until up through college, and even out of college I still played recreation league, and every once in a while an athlete just needs to have a coach grab his face mask and shake him and give him the news that he may not want to hear, but he really needs to hear. And it's in that mindset that I want to bring our passage today. We're going to be in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 1 through 8. And it reads this: "In the presence of God and of Christ Jesus, who will judge the living and the dead, and in view of his appearing and his kingdom, I give you this charge: preach the word. Be prepared in season and out of season. Correct, rebuke, and encourage, with great patience and careful instruction. For the time will come when men will not put up with sound doctrine. Instead, to suit their own desires, they will gather around them a great number of teachers to say what their itching ears want to hear. They will turn their ears away from the truth and turn aside to myths. But you, keep your head in all situations, endure hardship, do the work of an evangelist, discharge all the duties of your ministry. For I am already being poured out like a drink offering, and the time has come for my departure. I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day. Not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearing." To give you a little context in this, Paul is writing this letter to Timothy, who is his protege, his mentee, and who is going to be the heir apparent to taking Paul's place as pastor of the early church. Paul is writing this from prison, and he's embraced the fact that his life is going to come to an end. And so this is his charge to Timothy. This is his passing of the torch, his kind of go-get-em speech to a young Timothy. And one thing I love about the way that Paul writes here is he just puts it out there very plainly and very simply. Preach the word. Be prepared in season and out of season. Correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and careful instruction. Keep your head in all situations. Endure hardship. Do the work of an evangelist. Discharge all the duties of your ministry. I'll be honest with you, right now with the COVID-19 situation, the shelter in place, this has been a hard season, not just for me, but for our ministerial staff. We didn't get in this to be televangelists. Preaching to a camera is not something that any of us are comfortable with. And the part of our job that we love the most, and I don't think I'm out of turn speaking for Paul and Stephen when I say this, is you. We love ministering to you. We love to be able to celebrate with you, to mourn with you, to be there to hug your neck, shake your hands. We love you. And in this season, we have had to do some things that are very much outside of our comfort zones. You heard Michelle talk about it yesterday. Doing these daily devos is not something she's comfortable doing. I miss my students. I miss going to visit them at school. I miss being able to hang out with them and just do things with them as a group. I love the technology that we have, but I hate it at the same time, because I don't. My title is not minister to camera. It's next generation pastor, it's student pastor, and I miss our kids. Melody will tell you the same thing. We've had a blast doing these children's church videos, but what we really miss the most is just being able to love on our kids. And so in this time, it's been easy to get down. It's been easy to say, boy, I wish things were different. And we know there's going to come a time where we're able to be back together, and we're able to be closer than 6 feet apart, and we're able to do those things, to love on your kids, to hug your neck, shake your hands, be there beside you, not just virtually, but right there beside you, holding your hand through the tough times and the good. But in this time, as Paul says, out of season, we still have a job to do. And this was the kind of kick in the rear speech that I needed. Every once in a while, like I said, an athlete needs a coach to just grab his face mask and get right in his face and tell him how it is. And Paul's done that here. The one thing I love in verse 7, it's a verse that's quoted a lot of times. It says, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. And the Greek there for good is kalos. And it doesn't mean that Paul fought well. Paul's not saying that I did more than other people, that I got in there and I took the best that life gave me, and I took its hardest punches and I got up and kept going. That's not what he's talking about. What he's saying is that his fight, the cause, was good. And guys, if you're a Sunday school teacher, if you're a children's volunteer, if you're an usher, a greeter, a deacon, a minister, maybe you're not part of our church staff, but you're watching this from a distance, understand that you're in the good fight. It's not about our performance. It's about the fight itself, the cause, the gospel of Jesus Christ. There is no greater good than that. When you're dealing with people's eternity, that's the best fight you can be in. And so Paul says that I have fought the good fight. Guys, that's what you're doing. As a Christian, you have a call to spread the gospel. That's a good fight. So I want to encourage you today, keep it up. In season, when we're back at church and we're able to be together, we're out of season, when we're having to do things virtually and we're having to think way outside the box and come up with new ways to minister. Do your job. Preach the word. Fulfill the duties of your ministry. Guys, I love you. I can't wait to see you face to face when we can just hug your neck, shake your hand, be there with you. But until then, we still have a job to do. Go out there and be the church.